Greetings, crafters, and welcome to episode 83 of Better Than Wolves with TKush35. Today, I'm thinking that I need to go ahead and do some base improvements once again, because while this base has been completely serviceable, it's quite disorganized, and my first concern is storage, because storage has become a hassle, and it's extremely difficult to find where I need to put things and whatnot. And so that's the first on the agenda. The second is actually following through with the finding wherever my grinder comes through and putting a little funnel that I can throw stuff into and then not have to run all the way down there to get stuff ground up. So what I'm gonna need is a bunch of chests and a spot to put all of those chests that's going to be relatively safe. Now, what I could do is just do it underground, but that's no fun. So I was thinking, along the lines of the cool enchanting area we had there, is I could try to make some sort of storage. The difficult part of storage is I would ideally like it to be somewhere mainstream, somewhere accessible, and the best place that I can think of, you know, is actually right here. And this little guy would take a little bit to tear down. I guess not too much. It would diminish... Whoops. Well, I guess I'm already diminishing the vine spawn area. But these can move easily, and we could widen it a little bit and have several rows of chests. So I think that actually might be what I'm going to do. That sounds pretty good to me. So we're going to start by tearing these down, since I don't quite need all this sugarcane yet. Let's go ahead and plant it somewhere else. It doesn't matter too much where, on account of the whole, they just need a light source, don't need water, etc., etc. That sounds like an awful lot of zombies. It's a couple. I think it was actually legitimately only a couple. It sounded like a heck of a lot more than that, but apparently it's not. Let's go back over here where my planters are going. Oops, that's not my planters. There they are. Okay. So I'll replant the sugarcane so that it can get growing again, because that's useful no matter what. And then I guess the next step is going to be to tear down this. And to accomplish that, I think I'm actually going to do some fast forward time, because it's been a while since I've done that, and I would like to get at least a little bit of use out of the time I take for the stuff I'm doing, because my time to record is somewhat limited. So we're going to go ahead and go into super fast mode, and I'll see you when it's done. And there we have it, one leveled church-ish building. Forgot to recall that these chests are full of a bunch of things, and I'm going to have to move those. So let's go ahead and get on that quick. Just put them somewhere temporary that doesn't have dangerous lighting sources around it. So we'll start with just a simple chest here. We'll put down jack-o'-lanterns to keep this area lit, because it's safe. I'll go ahead and destroy that, and yeah, that had a whole bunch of vines in it. Well aware. It's going to be a pain in the butt to find the chests. I probably should have just made the chests first. But life goes on. Set those there. And at this very moment, why do I have brown wool? I don't know. Not worrying about organization, just throwing everything in there that comes my way. Because we'll do the real organization later. And I have yet to actually go ahead and do the in-between episodes construction of the mob tower. Mostly because I haven't had time, because this Friday is when the house is closing. So this week and next week's gonna be crazy town with the remainder of the moving. I know I was talking about you know, these weeks coming up I was gonna be busy and not able to record as much. Well, now it's super genuine about that, because while it's been a lot of casual packing this week, and next is just gonna be all the moving. And in my case, we're going to do some painting and, you know, completely tearing down and setting up everything else that there is to go with that. So what I'm going to try to do is do a bit of pre-recording and just have episodes at the ready for the next days. Oh, right, I was going to not replant these so that I can move this wall, so to speak, and have more room for an actual building. So that's the game plan. Let's try to get a decent number of episodes recorded in whatever time I can in the next day or so, because after that it's going to be busy time. So we shall see. So just, you know, gathering up all the resources, condensing everything down. And I don't know why I still have that glass in my inventory. Oh, I think it was because I had to repair the cow pen or something. Which, I've been slowly accumulating lovely amounts of chocolate. So eventually when I have piggies set up with breeding harnesses, we'll be able to plop them in there and automate that for a while. Because these cows are just keeping relatively plentiful with milk, and there's a decent number of the cows, so it should regenerate fairly quickly, or at least quickly enough. And of course, once I have gone through all the ground up cocoa powder, it won't matter. There are some villagers that still want cocoa beans for trading, though, so I'm gonna have to keep that in reserve. Oh, that's right. And just before I started the episode, I went and traded twice with this villager, and they're ready to proceed to level 2, which is pretty exciting. This one wants some sugar. I think I had a bunch of sugar. Well, I actually might have put all the sugar down below. But no matter. That's not what I'm focusing on. Right now we are focusing on leveling this here building. Speaking of which, I want a good foundation. I don't want it to be dirt. That way I can dig out underneath it and not have to worry about anything. On that note, it also can't be wood because wood burns. So it might be these stone slabs. Stone slabs might be the best bet. I do like them as a general look anyway. And this whole area might eventually become stone slabs if I put in enough time and effort towards gathering stone. Especially since that machine upgrade made it so much easier now. This is unfortunately going to have to be that. It does make it a little weird as far as lighting goes, because obviously we don't have a complete block here to make resources less crazy. But if this ends up being the floor, which I don't see why not. Oh, well, I'm fresh out. So that's unfortunate. Let's see here. So I can either spend a little bit of time getting more stone, or, well, I do like the idea of having more stone. I think I left some not in stone slab form, didn't I? I did. So let's just grab that smooth stone. We're not gonna need a stack of it anytime soon, I don't think. So let's get a bunch of slabs. That looks nice. But I guess the follow-up question is, would I want the floor of this raised up? It's a little late to put the dirt back. Well, not particularly. I guess I don't care. This is at ground level, and well, I guess this one isn't, but that one's unique because it was there already, and I leveled things to this. Yeah, we'll just keep it at this level. That's fine. It's less work that way anyway. I don't quite have any ideas for design, but I'm hoping something strikes me. Since... What? That was a weird glitch. Since we're going to want to do this, I suppose what I can start with is grab some... Actually make some chests. Grab them and see what sort of pattern I come up with. As far as layout of chests go. We might end up cutting into that. I know we're going to cut into this because that's just some space that can be much better utilized. So let's go ahead and put those beans away. Yeah, cocoa beans. But the thing is, I don't want to cut this down until these are fully matured, because otherwise I'd be losing out on cocoa beans, and that's not something that we want to do. So let us instead give me a minute to go cut up a bunch of siding, and then I will be back. Bit of time plus a lot of wood makes a lot of chests. Oh yeah. Whole stack of them, because why not? Which also allowed time for these cocoa beans to grow, which is great. Leaving only a couple of them left now. Excellent. Okay, so general layout. I'm thinking something along the lines of a stack of 3, maybe 4, since 4 is about the most comfortable reach. Yeah, and then signs on the side to say what's in them, and then probably just little like alcove dividers here, sort of thing, and then another set here and here. And actually I'm just gonna go ahead and build this up since it's what I'm gonna be doing with it anyway. The dividers are what might differ, dividers and flooring pattern and whatnot. And where exactly these sit? I suppose I don't want it much beyond here. I could have a 1 or 2 wide. If I have 3, that means the chests are going here, and then this gets a little crowded. I suppose I could move this little setup. There's nothing particularly special about its location, aside from it was convenient. I could make another one that's hooked into the chicken killer downstairs that just has some feeder chickens and put some chicken feed in there. That does mean that these chickens will get loose, but maybe I make a path for them. Not sure, but that would confront the whole, oh, it's crowded, between the two buildings. And I think I'm going to keep the whole building, the dedicated buildings layout until I go ahead and, I don't know, maybe try to make some sort of big castle type thing. So those are cool. I've never really gone, the best I've done is like gone all out on making a big base, which is, or a big cave. Just like carving out the side of a mountain and, well, here's all my stuff. But we're going to see if I can make some pretty stuff in this playthrough, since a lot more time is going to it, and more than just me will see it. So there's that. I've never been the most savvy at making pretty things in Minecraft. Best I've done is like, in my original world I had some stuff that I was kind of proud of. For example, I made a sandcastle. Legitimately, I tried to make as much of it out of specifically sand as possible. That was fun. Of course, I had a lava moat, which you wouldn't be able to do in this. So that was sad, a little bit. We are running low on iron. I sure hope that I can get this mob tower going. You know what I should do is I should, spend a little more time putting the mob tower together. Maybe that'll be the next episode. I'll just do a bunch of layers and whatnot. We'll see. Because this episode is all about the storage. And if I have more time, then a little bit of other things, but that's what we're working on. Okay, so say I go ahead and do this 2 wide. No, say 3. That's the most comfortable, really. And then it's not in your face. Okay, that's fine. So we'll make it 3 wide, which means these are going to go here. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And I feel this can go one more. And this will be a decent amount of storage, which I am super excited for. And it's going to be a decent amount of organized storage, which is even better. This wall's really getting in my way, cramping my style. Let's go ahead and do some lighting shenanigans here. Set up one there. We'll do it every other. Seems okay. But then that means that the other light would go in there, and that's not quite what we want. So let's not do that. Let's put the slabs back. Instead, do a slightly different pattern. Because I want light back in the corners so that it's not problematic. So say I put one here and then one over there. So if this is the last one, I'll need one here and then one over there. Can I cut out that one yet? Nope. Let's go ahead and cut out the pieces that I don't need anymore. That way I can know where I can expand a little bit. So here's some more chests that can fit in there. Put those there. Let's get rid of that so that we're not in the danger zone for that. This is all sorts of haphazard. Lots of fun. Alright, but I can dig out here and place at least some flooring. Can I get it? Yes, I can. Awesome. Yeah, I definitely like the way. I really like the way stone slabs look. It's a fun look. I almost wish that they had connected textures, but I'm not sure how nice that would end up looking in the grand scheme of things. Let's go ahead and dig my way out of here so I can make this floor. Ooh, flooring. Oh, sweet. Another cocoa bean. Guess we don't need that one, huh? Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Grow, you little cocoa beans. Grow. And then there's one right here. Yeah. Okay, so let's make it so that the wall doesn't abruptly end right there. So we'll go ahead and add a little more flooring. And we'll dig that up. And I think the outer wall should be here. I'm going to have to go ahead and do something with this. I don't think it's going to be a well for much longer. It's just in the way. It's a lovely source of water, but I don't need it as it sits at this level. I can definitely make use of it lower. But no matter. So what am I thinking for design? Oh, I failed to account for... Well, you know, I guess I can end up tearing this down as well, since this was like safe spot / storage. So I'm not going to worry about that. We'll tear this down when I need the space. So we'll have this and then door right away, maybe? I don't see much use in, or much reason to not do that. So let's go ahead and tear this up. So then yeah, I think we'll have wall be right there. What material am I thinking for that? I am uncertain. Let's go ahead and dump a bunch of this stuff out, though. Oh, ho-hum. So here's another bean down. Oh, another couple beans. Do-do-do-do-do. Another bean bites the dust. So So let's see, packing up the cocoa beans. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little time to figure out what I want the design to be, and then I will be back. See you then. Okay, I think I found something pretty cool, design-wise. I'm not going to 100% replicate it. There's just a Google search image that I found of someone that made a fairly cool-looking design. It's not going to quite fit what I'm going for, so I'll emulate it relatively closely, but not 100%. So they too had a 3-wide entrance, and then they used a lot of stone brick, which is not something I have a whole lot of resources of, so I could make this still. But I think for now, well, no, they had a contrast. Can we make cobblestone walls? Oh, do we need regular cobblestone for that? We might, or we don't have that yet. Can we make moss stone walls? Or fences, whatever. We can make mossy cobblestone walls, so we must be able to make cobblestone walls. But you would need regular cobblestone, which is not a resource I have yet. So they also used stone brick, which I also don't have a lot of. I also don't have a lot of stone. I might have to start pushing the whole smelting of this iron a little bit more, so that I actually have some iron resources building up. Because as it stands, we're going to start running out. But I'll have to do that in between. It would be very nice to find another skeleton or zombie in a suit of armor and say have them fall in my mob trap, but I don't think I have nearly enough torches to support that. There's way too many spawn points, and I might not be close enough to it for it to actually produce things, which is kind of saddening. Anyway, so putting this cocoa bean away. So general framework, you know what I can do is I can make the general framework out of cobblestone for now, and then we can move on from there, because waiting is no fun. So they had a sort of thing like this, and we'll have to wait for that. So that was 1, 2, and then there'll be a third block, I assume, and then that part's probably sticking out. They used wool, which is not a resource I'm going to have either. But let's see, I had some stairs, which I can do like this. They had the fence posts, and then angles going out up into. They were using green wool right here, and they had wood as supports elsewhere. But I could do a cool spruce wood / oak wood contrast. I like the sound of that. So that was right here. They had 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then, let's see, we had oak wood going across this way. 1, 2, 3. Nope, they had it 4 high. Okay. So I need to bump that up 1 more on each side, and then we go ahead and do a cross of this. How does that look? I think it looks alright. Looks pretty cool. So we gotta go ahead and continue the cobblestone wall here. Yes, right. I'm just gonna go ahead and scrap that one. It's just 1. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so loose cobblestone stairs. Let's go ahead and find that nether sludge that I think I still had down here, so that I can actually put these stairs upside down. Clarifier, I did not have the nether sludge down here. Where did I put it? Did I use it all? I don't remember using it all, but there is a chance. You're saying there's a chance. There's fiery charge. That's clay, which I definitely don't want to dip into the resources of. There's the nether sludge. because it has a stack, it's in this interesting configuration. So what I gotta do is I gotta do that, and then we can do this, and then we can do that. Interesting. So I can create an interesting pattern with that stuff. What would I want to do with that? Do I want to bring that down? I think I want to have those look like that. And this, here I can just have it be like that. That looks kind of cool. Actually. Yeah. That's pretty neat. Alright. So I like that. And then we have some sort of cobblestone fence post here. I guess I could make it out of mossy cobble, but that is an extremely limited resource that I really don't want to dip into. So I'm not gonna. So let's see here. We need some fence posts. Here's some fence posts. And let's just go ahead and use netherrack as a placeholder for those the wooden walls for now. Okay, sounds good to me. So we go ahead and place these fences as such, and that sort of goes up into the roof area. And like I said, I'm going to tear this down and probably break those water sources because I don't think I need them. And I'm also going to tear this out. I do, however, need more light sources, so let's go ahead and set one right here for now. And then one right here. And then... Ooh, do I make this a... Yes! I'm gonna make this a walk-through building, so it's not actually closed. That's gonna be nice. So I'll have to duplicate how that looks over here, which is gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. So I had it hugging this? Yes, I did. So let's go ahead and duplicate that. We're going to want a little bit more in the way of these slabs over here. Okay. Excellent, excellent. So there's the 3. And then we had spruce wood. What was it? Spruce wood. It's just 1, 2. No, it is the full 3. Right, so 1, 2, 3, and that was right here. That was 3, 4. With that there. These here. Right, and that was coming up. Yep. So that'll actually cover this bad boy, which means it needs to move further. And I plan to eventually make the paths all nicer and a little more homogeneous too. Since we're here for a fairly long haul, might as well make it pretty, right? 1, 2, 3. Here's 4. Yep. Okay, so then we make the oak wood coming across. Cool. Where's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Must be going crazy. I was thinking, no, I was counting wrong for some reason. So here's some sludge. Stairs and sludge. And I'm gonna cut my losses as far as this goes. In the name of progress. Alright, cool. Definitely going to want to make a lot more sludge in the near future, but this will be fine for now. And the other jack-o'-lantern was 1 out. Oh yeah, so was this one. Okay. Alright. Thought I missed it there for a moment. Okay, so then, similarly, on this side, we're going to have the... Oh, this is in the wrong spot. Whoop. Whoop, he says. Whoop. Let me just scooch right by you there. Whoop. Okay, these were here, and then we had this with a fence post in between. Yeah, that's gonna look much better with a wall there, because that looks pretty cool, but it's taking up a lot of space as it stands. Okay, then it also had, we also have some stairs here to round it out, which I like the look of, but that's going to require some sludging. What to do, what to do? Well, we're going to put up some bases there. Now, I don't think... Yeah, I didn't think so. Didn't think I could place that fast enough. So we could either go ahead and have that be stone stairs, which would kind of throw it off, or it becomes sludged as well, which means that needs sludging. Which is fine. It just means that I might have to sludge the rest of this to make it look better. Okay. So let's grab those things, and I'm going to take a quick break. Union break complete. I am now back at work. So let me throw this cocoa bean away. And I need to duplicate what I did over here. So grab these. Set up some stairs, and knock these back out. Okay, so then the next question becomes inner structure. Mostly the roof. So let me take a look here. We're gonna build a quick little thing so I can get up to the top of this a little more easily. Sorry, chests, but you'll be fine. I should probably look up to see who made this and give them credit. If I forget to do that before I post this video, please forgive me. So then I assume this goes here. I liked your work, and imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? That's how that goes? That's how the saying goes. I don't know if that's how it actually goes. Okay, and then I'm gonna need some planks, yeah, but what about birch planks? I have two of the other woods in here, might as well get another one, yeah? Yeah? Why not? Do I have birch planks at the ready? No, because I've been using them all on the mob trap, haven't I? But I do have a bunch of birch wood here. Okay, I'm gonna go chop that up quick. Chopping complete. Let us resume our duties. So I think the design, at least as far as I can see from the front, only had those bit of birch. So let me take... And there's another angle that might give me a slightly better... Okay, so they used wool along the entire side, which is not going to be feasible for me. Or it was... I said wool, right? Yeah. Wool... Yeah, an entire thing of wool is not going to make any sort of sense. How is this doing? This has just one right there. I think I'm going to cut my losses again. The other growth is doing fine so far, so we'll just chop this down. We'll get it all back eventually. Okay, so let's get these chests up to par. And goodness gracious, is this gonna not be enough? 64 chests and it's insufficient? I find that humorous. Or is it... Oh no, it's gonna be just enough. That's great. That is fantastic. Alright, there we go. 64 chests right here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so they had a really cool pattern of that looks like slabs. I don't think you could achieve that with stairs. So that must be stone brick slabs and wooden slabs for the roof. That looks pretty. However, I'm going to need stone brick slabs I mean, maybe wooden slabs will work since I'm not going to have any torches in here. And then I got to figure something out for the wall. And I got to not keep falling in this hole. I'm going to remedy that by picking up the redstone. And throwing in a bit of dirt. Ta-da, no more falling. Okay, so I'm going to need a bunch more stone. Which means I'm going to need, well, I'm going to try to find some space for this wood that I have in my inventory now. Okay, cool. That's a lot better. But then I need to grab some more wood. Because I think that iron is still cooking. I don't see why, or no, sorry, I meant to say I think it's done cooking. Alright, cool. And then I'm going to, so the stone slabs, I don't want stone slabs, I want that to be stone brick slabs. So I'm going to need a lot more of this smooth stone to go ahead and make any sort of consequential number of stone brick slabs. With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and make iron chisel or two. I can't remember if I had, oh wow, I had I forgot I did that. Looks like I did not have a chisel waiting. So I'm going to go ahead and go do that, and then I will be back to finish up the build. See you then. I've made a stack of stone bricks. Hopefully that'll be enough slabs. We'll find out shortly here, won't we? So let's go ahead and get my picture back up, because I had a different tab open. So let's see. I'm actually going to need stone bricks for the very top of the roof. Whoops. We'll figure that out later. But let's see here. Need the frontal view. Where did it go? There it is. I should just have two different tabs open. That would be smarter. Okay, cool. Actually, maybe those are... Yeah, I can't tell. Anyway, I need to get to the roof. To the roof! To the roof! Made it. Woof. It was a long journey. Surprised I made it. Okay, so say we did that. Okay, cool. Then what? Then... How is this? We're going like that? Oh yeah, that's what they're doing. But this entire bit is out in front. So that's where that needs to be. And I want that back. Resources are not slim, but certainly not bountiful. Okay, so then we go like this. And it just comes in half steps down to line up with the roof here. And then one more? Yeah. So I am going to need another block of filler right there, I guess. Unless... Take a look at this other one. 1, 2, 3... Is that part way? It might be. It might be sitting on it, so that this is half a step down, covering it. Instead of what I have here, let's tear that apart quick and see where that goes. So if this is here, and then this is one down, and we're just always in front of the gaps here, and then this is coming out like that. That looks pretty cool. And I think that's how it fits well. It gives it a lower profile. It doesn't match the pattern that I'm seeing, but I guess this could be capped with slabs instead of not slabs. That would make the most amount of sense. And then it just extends this way. And then you don't have to worry about lighting the top of it because it's all slabbed. That sounds fine to me. Oops. So let's go ahead and go back over to the other side here. Finish this off. Nope, or I'll just keep falling. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's how I like to travel around, falling so I get injured and have to eat more. Okay, so bringing this roof down and out. Boom. And then that'll extend that way. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side here, which I'm going to need a little bit more help with, since it's a little bit higher off the ground. And I don't know if I'm just like running around willy-nilly or what's going on here, but I can't seem to stay on the darn... Oops, that's not right. That needs to be one lower, right? Yes. Yep, there we go. That looks nice. That looks very nice. I like this a lot. And so you've got the whole stone brick framing. Still need to figure out what I'm going to do with the wall. It could be cobblestone, but that sounds a little bit plain. Especially with loose cobblestone. So let's go ahead and bring this down. Is that a zombie I heard? I think it was. Must be one outside the wall. Yeah. That makes the most sense. Alright, so we bring this out over here. Alright, cool. And then in the future here, I'll just have to bring up some sort of platform or whatever. For now, I'll just cobblestone it. Since this portion of my base is on 2 separate levels. Go ahead and put a jack-o'-lantern right here to finish that out. And, you know, I have some stairs, why not? Oh, because I slapped that. That's why I was making that funkin' noise. Funkin' noise. Cool. So then it's just a matter of finishing the rest of the roof. Which it was every 3 that it had that coming up. So 1, 2, and then coming up here. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back up top here and figure out how I want to do that. I think I want to follow this pattern here. So we go 1, 2... Oh, and we're going on top of that. Oh, that's fine. Oh, it wasn't... It was different there versus here. Okay. Ah. But I can't make this solid. Right? Otherwise I can't open it. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a challenge. Is there a way I can do it like this? And achieve the same look? It's going to be a bit more of a hassle to build that, but that is how I can go about that. Well, actually, now that I am above that chest, that's fine. Yeah, and that can open just fine. Cool. And then how many blocks is that? Is that 4? Well, let's bring it in on this side first. So bring it here. And then we'll go ahead and we build that up. Oh, wait. What? How'd I do that? Oh, that's right. I went like that. That's right. And then that's why I had that right there, was so that I could put that block back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, this part doesn't matter because it's already at that level. Cool. And then how many blocks do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I must not have made it as long. So if there's 5, I can make one right here in the middle, and that will look just fine, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. And this one we can go ahead and have... But am I? Actually, I'm gonna make it look the same and not put that extra slab part in there. The rest of this I'm putting it in so that it's easier to build. Cool. And then you just fill this in with wooden slabs, I think is what I'm gonna do. I like it. I like it a lot. So I can actually do it like that. Put that right there. And then build on up. Here we go. So did I have a whole bunch of slabs from something yet? I feel like I had some amount of wooden slabs somewhere. Just don't remember where. I'll have to go find them, because they will come in handy in just a hot second. Still haven't figured out this wall here. Oops. So go like this, jump on over. Alright, get into the final bits of this roof, which will be wunderbar. And I might have said this before, but there is the slight chance that the frequency with which I post also diminishes. I'm gonna do what I can to make posts continue weekdays, but we're just getting to that point where I might not be able to as easily. So if there's anyone out there that frequently watches these as soon as I post them, I apologize for the delays. Otherwise, if you are, watching them at your own pace, then hopefully this won't provide too much of a delay for when you get to watch them. Oh yeah, this looks really cool. I think I might even on camera take the time to look up who made this and make sure that I give them a big old kudos on camera, since this design is really cool and I am not generally creative enough on my own to make something like this. I mean, I did make that, but I felt that was some level of bumbling about, and I definitely would not have been able to make this one as fast without having something to look at, because that's generally the kind of artists that I'm able to do, is the stuff that I have a reference and I can copy or imitate, rather than coming up with something out of the blue on my own. Gonna go ahead and get another batch of this iron cooking since it's so small. Oh, whoops, I left my stone brick generator going. But no matter, it's not too terribly loud down here. You know what, let's just go ahead and do cobblestone here for now, and I can make it prettier later. It actually, with the rest of the building not being cobblestone, I don't think it looks too bad. It does look a little plain, but that is something I can change in the future. So I will do that in the efforts, or in the effort to get this done right now, because I need storage essentially right now. So why not take the time later to make it pretty again, or prettier, since I think this is gonna look pretty cool as it stands. Go ahead and get this out here so that this is like that. Very nice. Cool. And you even get a little rafter feel going on up here. I like it. I like it a lot. And what was the final touch? Ah, yes, there were some little bits of the fence and such on the outside here, which I still need to tear down these other buildings that are clearly in the way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it has sort of a little support thing going on here. I think it was probably just an effort to give it a little extra dimension. So where was that? That was in line with this? Yeah. Yeah, because that goes all the way up, and then these go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'll tear those up and, make all the area around it a little more conducive to not squishing through everything. But for now, I think that is going to wrap it up for the episode. We got a really cool storage system that I will end up using in the near future, and I am super excited for this. Yet another actually cool looking building in my base. Huzzah. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.